At 36, Hayden Panettiere said she was healthier than she had been in a long time. She was making plans, talking about the future, trying once again to rebuild her life. 3 months later, she was dead. And that leaves a much bigger question than what happened on the day she died. How does someone survive child stardom, addiction, postpartum depression, abuse, loss, fall apart more than once, and still keep trying to get back up? Because Hayden's story wasn't one collapse. It was what happened after each one. She had been performing before she was old enough to understand what performing meant. Her mother was also her manager, making work, family, and approval difficult to separate. Hayden later described learning to create what she called trigger tears, imagining something terrible happening to someone she loved so she could produce real emotion when a scene required it. And she did love acting, but by 12, she was already asking a question most children never have to consider. Who was she when she wasn't playing someone else? Before addiction, before motherhood, before the public collapses, Hayden had already learned something unusual very young: how to carry emotions on command and keep performing through them. As Hayden got older, she began trying to separate herself from the structure she had grown up inside. At 19, she ended the professional relationship with her mother. Hayden later said she wanted her mother to simply be her mother again, not her manager. But independence did not immediately bring clarity. By then, she had also experienced situations in which people she trusted had crossed boundaries or placed her in circumstances where she no longer felt protected. As she moved further into adulthood, she became more guarded, questioning who genuinely cared about her, who wanted something from her, and when she needed to trust her own instincts instead. For someone who had spent childhood being directed by adults, learning whom to trust and when not to became another part of the struggle. For years, Hayden had learned how to keep going even when something underneath her was not okay. Eventually, that stopped working. After becoming a mother, she struggled with severe postpartum depression. Alcohol and drugs became harder to control, and the distance between what she was showing people and what she was actually living began to collapse. At the same time, something unsettling was happening on Nashville. Her character, Juliet Barnes, began going through postpartum depression, addiction, marriage problems, and difficulties as a mother, while Hayden was facing many of the same things herself. She later described it as having to live through the pain twice, once as herself, and then again in front of a camera. Outside the show, the collapse spread into every part of her life. Kaya went to live with her father. Her relationship with Brian Hickerson became abusive, and her drinking reached the point where, Hayden later said, a doctor warned her she might not survive another 5 years. Eventually, she entered long-term treatment. By then, getting back up was no longer about performing through the pain. It was about surviving it. And she tried to rebuild, not perfectly and not all at once. Then, in 2023, her younger brother Jansen died suddenly at 28. Hayden later said it was a loss she would never completely get over. And still, she kept moving. By the spring of 2026, she was talking about producing, working behind the camera, and creating opportunities for other people. But she was also doing something she had rarely been able to do so openly before: telling her own version of her life. In This Is Me, A Reckoning, Hayden spoke about experiences she had carried for years, while deliberately leaving some of the people involved unnamed. After her death, those unanswered spaces became part of the story. Online, people began connecting names, incidents, and powerful figures in Hollywood, with some even suggesting that Hayden had been preparing to expose more than she already had. Nothing publicly established connects those theories to her death, but their existence revealed something else. After a lifetime in which so much of Hayden's story had been interpreted from the outside, even her death immediately became something other people were trying to explain for her. 3 months after releasing the book, Hayden Panettiere was found unresponsive. She was 36. Her story does not prove that child stardom leads to collapse. but it does expose something uncomfortable about the system around it. A child can have an extraordinary career and still need somewhere they are allowed to simply be a child. The danger grows when the people meant to protect them also become managers, employers, or beneficiaries of their success, when a child begins to experience approval at home as connected to what they can produce. Because then there may be nowhere for the performance to end. And Hayden's story leaves behind a harder question. Who protects the child when the people closest to them become part of the industry too? For more stories where private lives become public consequences, subscribe to Private Power.